Hey, it's JC here at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That is 43617-419-531-6097. Got Chuck the Knife. You got Joe in the Steadicam. Got the second box here. It looks like there's going to be 4 videos since I have 4 boxes. Unless I have a bunch of giveaway stuff or something in one of these boxes. It was just a lot of product. About 84 comics I've got that are going out. I've got more than 84 comics in this week. But I've got some that are just going to one customer, so I don't count those. But in this box here, I see Superman 16, cover A, The Super Son's Return. So you've got Teenage, John, you've got Damian, who's much younger. Damian's all mad because he can shave now and all kinds of stuff like that. Damian can't. He wants to be a big boy, but he's not. Let's see, we got this, since I bought more than 6, or was it a dozen, or whatever it was. I've got this previews exclusive cover to Miles Morales number 11. That's a Funko variant, so you have to check with the price here. This is the McFarlane. This is the McFarlane Virgin cover on Spawn 301, or maybe this is the regular cover on 301. But beside the point, it does not have a price on it. It's $4.99. And look, we just pulled those off, and look what I found under them. More Superman covers. And there's also more Superman covers over on the other side. So again, Diamond Toilet Flusher. I've got these in 3 different areas. Toilet Flusher can't put all 3 together. Oh, I thought I'd have to go all day without calling Toilet Flusher out. This is in the second video, so oh well. Doctor Doom number 1. I'm sure this is just a miniseries. Marvel tells you, hardly ever tells you if it's a miniseries, but this is $4.99. And looking through it, it just doesn't. I'll have to read it all the way through to see how it is, but it certainly doesn't seem like it's the Doctor Doom we all know, love to hate. Seems to be a kinder, gentler, more politically correct social justice warrior, Doctor Doom. And we've got a lot of those. It must have sold very poorly because Marvel did send out a lot of extra copies. So I certainly have more of these than what I know what to do with. I mean, sadly, I do not have a bird, and I don't have fish to clean. This is cover A of G.I. Joe 267, A Real American Hero. This kind of looks like one of the old Mike Zeck covers. And that's set aside for one of my regulars. First issue of Hellmouth. This is the variant on that. So we'll put that out, and then also I do have some other copies that are going to other collectors. First issue, or this is issue 267 of Gold Digger. Look, 267. They're not afraid of high numbers. That's for one of my pull hold customers. Here's a 100-page Giant, or 100-page Villains Giant. $4.99. $4.99 for this. Now it comes with 3 new stories and some older stories. And somebody mentioned that DC with these 100-page Giants that they're doing, they're cool. But wouldn't it be cool if they put like maybe an old Silver Age story in there, or something from the 70s or 80s? You know, put something in there. Put something in there. I mean, that's how when I was a kid in the 70s, got a chance to read some of those 100-page Giants. Got to read some of those old Silver Age and some of those old Golden Age stories, and Man, I just ate that. Ate it up. It was so cool that somebody at DC probably is not thinking that far. You guys need to come on, celebrate your history. Put in some old Silver Age stuff. It might make some old farts out there want to take a chance. And once I get done with this side here, I'm going to get the camera and show you how some stuff was packed in this box. I can't believe it. I'm not going to try and tell you to do you justice. I'm just going to show you. Cover A of Black Hammer and Justice League. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for one of my customers. And here, some Lokis. And of course, I've got 5 copies of Loki 4 here. It's only 5 copies of Loki. And, good looking Loki rather than ugly Loki. Loki's not a good looking guy. Got 5 copies there. And guess what's over on the other side here? I only ordered 7 copies. The other 2 copies are sitting on top. Toilet flusher couldn't even put them all together. Thank you, TF. I think we need to have a petition. TF for Congress. He would fit right in there. This almost looks like a Joe Chiodo cover. If you look at Spawn, you swear it's Joe Chiodo, but it's Alex Ross. This is the Alex Ross Virgin cover. So a nice Alex Ross Virgin cover. We got regular Alex Ross covers there too that are coming in. We've got Outer Darkness number 11. Make sure it gets set aside from one of my poll customers, so he'll be a happy camper. So same with this issue here, issue number 4 of Trout. So only 1 copy, and that was for him. Here we have Marvel Comics 1001. This is the New York Comic Con previews exclusive, limit to 3,000. We have copies that will be available for sale. So come check them out. And then there's also another one that we have also. We'll pull that out and show that to you once we find it. Here's Absolute Carnage, Miles Morales number 3. This is the regular A cover. Got Silver Sable in it. And this was the B cover on Miles Morales Absolute Carnage. Here's the other. We're going to pull out more of the Miles Morales covers. Here's the other previous exclusive New York Comic Con exclusive cover for Spider-Verse number 1 that came out last week. So we've got the variant cover on that, just like we got the previous exclusive variant for Ghost Rider 1 last week. All right, let's pull out the rest of these. Miles Morales. Make sure they're okay. Got more of those number 3s. And these are all in excellent condition. Very happy to see that. I see we have the action figure variant on Powers Vex number 6 with armor. So we've got the blank cover to Spawn 301. It's the only one I bought. Blank covers they sell okay, but they don't sell great. Here's the 100-page Batman Giant. It's got 2 new stories. It's got 3 reprints. Wouldn't you like to see some old reprint stories in this here? Like, let me grab something real quick. They could have reprinted this Batman from May of 1967, Batman 191. I got a coverless copy. I got a regular copy also with the cover on the wall. I'm not sure what the price on that is, but this is a self-contained issue. Could you put that? You could have put that in this Batman here. Man, don't you guys want to read about the day Batman sold out? And you get this old great Batman story. Wouldn't that have been great to have that in here rather than something that's just came out just a couple of years ago? Come on, DC. You're smarter than Marvel, aren't you? But anyways, we do have the Batman 100-page giant. Yeah, looks like we got a few more Batman 100-page giants in here. Yep, those are all. And they're all okay. Not damaged. And just the way we like them. You know, non-damaged comics. I'll do this side, and then again, like I said, you got to see how these books were packed. How toilet flusher. It must have been fresh TP day or something. That's why they packed them that way. We've got Unearth. This is cover A of issue 4. I dislike the way they put the logo here because of how we have to do sometimes because there's so many comics that come out. So if this gets overlapped, you can't even see it at all. You think it's Ben Grimm the Thing right there because how he looks. That's how some of Marvel artists are drawing the Thing these days. They need reference material. I want to say this is a 1 in 25 variant on this Simone cover. Here, this is the first issue. This is going to be a connecting cover. Journey into Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. Star Wars Allegiance. Issue 1. I want to say this is a weekly series. So that's the first issue of that. Make some copies of that. Get set aside for a couple of the Star Wars collectors. The same way, make sure that these Powers of X6s get set aside for a couple of Scotty Young fans. And then I've got one copy that's going to be available for sale. So Scotty Young fans, you've got your copies here waiting for you. Don't fret. Second issue of this, you know it's a 6-issue miniseries because it says 6-issue miniseries. Second issue of this Gotham City Monsters. Rage of the Red Phantom. He comes around once a month. Don't get in his way. There'll be hell to pay if you get in the way of the Red Phantom. And issue number 5 of Event Leviathan. Man, has it been a month already? And you can tell, again, this is even covered up a little bit. You can tell it's a 6-issue mystery thriller series. But that's the cover A on that. So we'll get to finally see. If you guys think you know who Leviathan is, in the comments below, go ahead. Put on there who you think Leviathan is. And then next month when issue 6 comes out, we'll see if how correct you guys are. You know, don't be afraid. Put your answer down. As of right now, there is no wrong answer because we don't know who he is. So if you want to say Leviathan is Batmite, there you go. Although I think we can probably clear Bat-Hound or Crypto as being Leviathan. Like those are two right there. We don't need to include those. Issue number 2 of Battle Pug for pug lovers everywhere. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for my pool customer. And here's another AOL book, Superior AOL, AOC. And the Hydra Queen is taking on the Bishop right there. So Hydra versus the Bishop. Marvel Action Spider-Man, issue number 9. We've got the Spider Peoples versus the Black Cat. I know somebody's going to be very happy to get his copy of that. We've got Justice League Odyssey, number 14. We'll check these copies, make sure they're okay. They look good. We got Jessica Cruz on there. We thought she was dead. She was not dead. But this is cover A of Justice League Odyssey 14. So we got cover A of Supergirl. Again, Supergirl recruited by Leviathan. Maybe it is Crypto. If Supergirl is recruited by the Leviathan, maybe Crypto did it. No, it's a Sparky, the Super Cat. That's who it is. Okay, now let me pull this camera off of here so you can see. I mean, look at that. We got these copies here that are just sticking out like that. So it means they're, I'm sure when we pull them out, you'll see that they did get bent. All right. Set this camera back up. We'll pull this first group out. And then, of course, the next book is the bent Disney comics and stories. So TF was in a hurry to use the new roll of TP, and he just sloppily threw it in there. Thank you. Thanks, dude. And speaking of which, we've got Detective Comics 113 right here. Let's pull back on this a little bit. Got Detective 1013, and if I dig down underneath the, because again, I pulled these out this way, and you had the Disney book underneath it. What do you think was underneath the Disney book? What do you think, what other comics do you think was underneath the Disney book? We'll just pull all the way through the damaged copy, and look, it's more detectives. But wait, there's more. So you got these Detective 1013s. We pull the first one off. Look, it's Savage Shores. Oh gosh, that's issue number 5. Make sure to copy that. We set those aside. Look, You're the Villain, the Joker. We've got the blank covers. Look, we got the Watcher, cover A. We've got 2 copies of issue 3. Set those aside. And then we've got the 1 in 10 variant to Vampire State Building. This came out last week. Very good book. I recommend you pick it up. We set that aside. Actually, they sent me 2, so I must have bought 20 copies. After that is Pretty Deadly, the Rat, issue number 2. It's set aside. And then I've got even more Batman Detective Comics 1013. So these were in 3 different spots. Again, TF, so busy to get that fresh roll of TP, just slopped it out. And look, damaged. Thank you, TF. Appreciate it, dude. But there's got to be more of these someplace, because even with that damaged copy, I ordered more than 13 of these, so there's more somewhere. So gosh, this is a Where's Waldo. Here we've got Jughead the Hunger versus Veronica, issue 5, cover A. Cover A. Here we've got the 1 in 10 variant on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Dark Temple. Here we have oh, this is a foreshadowing variant. Look, the Gold King, Goldberg becomes the king of the mutants. Set those aside. See if we can find the rest of those detectives. Are the rest of them in this box here? We shall see. But this isn't. This is another Jughead the Hunger versus Vampironica. This is cover C. So we got A and C. Let's pull the rest of the stack out now. Wonder Twins. Wonder Twins number 8. It's the regular cover on that. Here we have another Spawn cover. This is a Virgin cover. Another Spawn, yet another Spawn cover. This is issue 5, cover B of Sonata. Make sure it gets set aside for one of my pull customers. This is cover A of Batman the Outsiders number 6. We've got cover B of Cobra Kai. The Karate Kid saga continues. This is cover B, issue 1 of Karate Kai. And, wow, I could swear we had covers of these already. This says cover A. Maybe the cover, I think it was cover G. Maybe it had a cardstock cover on it. We'll have to check that out. Here we've got the Wonder Woman cover D or cover B. This is the deceased cover of Wonder Woman number 80. So I'm going to pause this really quickly and I'm going to try to find that other AOC cover. Whoops. Sorry about that. Well, I did find it. This is cover G. And then we got cover A. But I then noticed this is retailer incentive variant. And then I'm like, wait a second, it's the same as cover A, but it's not. There she's got her extra legs out as Madam Hydra is ready to make her move. Like any arachnid or insect getting its legs out, getting ready to scurry away, get out the extra large can of Raid. But that's it for this video. If you do like these videos, as always, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to smash the bell for notification, and be sure to share. And have a great New Comics Wednesday. Thank you. Thanks for watching.